My name is Keenan Hartston. I was involved in an incident where I got bit by a dog. I was on a property and a dog jumped out of the back of a car and bit me in the face. I had this injury under my eyelid where the dog ripped open with one of his teeth wide open right under my eye, kind of hooking up under my eyebrow next to my eye. Another laceration here across the eyebrow, another one on my face, and another little one on my forehead. I found the offices of Michael Pine from a search that a client of mine did in looking for a good lawyer for me. He was involved in talking with me about how to go forward with my case and this thing that happened, and he did some research and he's just like, these guys' reviews are amazing, use them, they're going to be great for you. So I used them and was involved with Salomon in the case, and he was my kind of go-to lawyer, and he just was amazing. I'm so happy that I found this office, and it was just a real pleasure, and really just kind of a very seamless and pleasurable, very personalized experience. I had actually never been involved in any kind of a litigation or lawsuits or anything of this sort. And so being in this process and having, these people that I could trust and that I felt comfortable with and just were nice human beings was really important, and made me feel good during this really emotional instance and process. So I was really worried just what, it was one of the bites, like I said, it was like right up under my eye, and so instantly it was just like, am I gonna lose my eye? I went to the emergency room and they treated it right away, but I was like, what is it gonna look like? Is there gonna be, is there going to be long-term, am I gonna leave the hospital and, come back later and it's, starts to infect my eye and I lose my eye? And so when I came in, it was really nice to be able to have you guys have a direct relationship with one of the most amazing plastic surgeons in the world, Dr. Batra, and for you to be like, hey, go to him and he'll take care of everything. We'll take care of it on the back end and we're gonna get this all figured out. So that was really, it just really made it more relaxing to me to know that I could get really good care, the best care possible, but also not have to deal with just like how that was gonna happen and how that was gonna end up working out. And so another thing that was really, really helpful for me was, while I really needed to have this, doctor help me fix the injury that had happened, I didn't have the money out of pocket to pay for these up front, and so it was really a blessing and amazing to work with, Michael Pine's office and Salomon to deal with this because they basically took care of all of the bills up front for me, and we got it taken care of later. Out of my settlement, but I didn't have to come out of any pocket money for this. So yeah, I would say during the process when we were in conversation with the insurance company on the defendant side, it seemed like the insurance company, all they wanted to do was really just keep the case as low as possible, that they would financially have to pay out. And what was nice in working with your office was that I felt like that you guys kept coming back to the insurance on the other side and saying, no, this case really needs to be valued at this because these were these damages that Keenan sustained. It was very traumatic, and that basically I felt like during that whole process that Aaron and the law offices of Michael Pines were fighting for me to make sure that I could walk away from this case and not only get my medical bills covered, but also account for the pain and the suffering and the emotional trauma, and being a brand new father. I was my daughter was 3 months old when I had this event happen, and being in that process and then getting this really traumatic thing, and it really took me and my girlfriend a lot. It was very emotional, and to take all of that into consideration and then be like, no, we think that this person needs to be compensated for the amount of even emotional trauma. And so the only thing that I would say left is I'm really thankful for this law office, for the personalized care and just being good human beings that were amazing to deal with. And I just felt really like had my best interest in mind. And also too, like there was a point where there was a point where I didn't want to go any further in litigation. I didn't want to take this process any further, and I just felt like Aaron was really intuitive and just like understood that and was just like, Keenan, I'm really here for you and for what you want. And he's like, tell me what you want, and that's what we're gonna do. And so I just appreciate the personalized, just like that I feel like I got what I wanted out of this experience.